Hey Noodles, I have been trying to figure things out for a while, but realistically I think it's just easier if I talk now and organize later. So first point, this is Salmon Nigiri heart, and it's a sticker that I wanted as Valentine's Day was coming around. Is coming around? I make stickers in case you don't know because I'm bad at telling people. I really am. So I was trying to figure out some art for January. I kind of did, but well, January is over. If I am correctly distributed through time, I think, hopefully, this speed painting will go up early February. So I was in between these two really different months, and then my health decided... Well, actually, let me go backwards a little bit. A pharmacy decided that random concoctions are as good as ones that have worked in the past. Needless to say, they were wrong, and I had this reaction that unfortunately scared me. And something that people in my life say a lot is that I am a rock, a stone, sturdy. While I do enjoy having space to be there for people, something that feels absent in my life is understanding of how intense things can be for me. I sit here a few weeks removed, but I'm telling you about it, Noodles, because it's annoying how very obvious it is that I am not okay. And yet those around me do not make the logical leap to go, oh, she had a scary reaction, and now she has to let medicine put her to sleep in 6 days. She's probably not cool about that. Maybe I should try to help. I don't like to talk about medicine because it's so much of my life, and yet here we are. And I almost feel I must. A bit so that I can leave myself a record, a bit so I can point to things in my past for others. But largely because I've begun to worry that medicine is going to become part of my art. And if you do not understand that fear, let me say it this way. If you're constantly painting the walls yellow, do you then want to do that on your free time? In case you said yes, I want to tell you that my answer is no. But I'm finding in my life that people just don't have any real idea of what chronic illness or disability look like, nor how to educate themselves about it in a way that is not harmful to the person they're asking, which is usually me, and I have feelings, but also doesn't shut down their curiosity. People do not learn if they cannot ask questions. I always say I will try to answer respectful questions, but that does apply to real life. Online, you will just have to bear with me because you just can't share everything. I want to be clear that medicine is a beautiful thing, but it's scarring, especially when it's your whole life. What does not kill you leaves you with nightmares, and what does kill you leaves you questioning your existence. So always be kind and have some grace. But I let that sink away again. I wanted to highlight and remember the hard medical nature of this first month and a half of 2025. But I also want to tell you about this sticker. When I was making this, I was in a call with a friend, and that person thought I meant something totally different by Salmon Heart Nigiri. I meant this, but I did find their example kind of cute, and so now I'm debating drawing it as well. Who knows? But why does this one exist? Because I wanted it. However, even further beyond that, I was trying to think of cool ways to make hearts that were not just the traditional red heart we see every year. I wanted something that was different, but not too far off. I landed here because I really enjoy salmon and sushi, and I was falling asleep as this idea brewed in my head. Lucky for all of us, it stuck. I think this was my second point. I want to talk about why ideas come about and where ideas come from on this channel for sure. My third point, I'm wondering which ideas I chase this year as I build out content on this channel and my portfolio. Over the years, I have definitely picked up speed and refined my technique, but a few weeks ago, the same friend who was talking to me about my salmon heart nigiri proposed the idea, what would you do without the internet? Before I give my answer, maybe pause the video and write me a comment about what you would do for the first 6 months of having no internet. Now, let me be clear, my noodles. A life without the internet would suck for me, I'm sure. But I think it would suck for the whole world, really. I think frequently about how the internet will change one day because in the time I have been on it, it has many times. It looks nothing like it did when I was young. But I think one of the next changes will be a lot more restrictive and controlling. As much as I think the world is too interconnected to not struggle if the internet was suddenly taken away, I think it could live without it. But it would be rough at first. Think CloudStrike 2024. The reason I think I could live without the internet is because I have way too many projects to finish, to start, to give to others. I have so many ideas in my brain for different things, and as such, I would be busy for a while, starting things, ending things, reworking things. And even beyond that, I think that I would just have stories to tell as well. Gosh, there's just so much one can do when you have a piece of paper and an imagination. Which, to hyper divert for a moment, I don't know if you guys know, but I have so many different skills, and so everything is a little bit of a material, and when I'm really running at full imagination, it can be hard to stop myself from following every little idea rabbit that I see in my mental landscape. For example, I now want to draw mental rabbits so that we can all see what they look like. And if I'm honest, it can be a little overwhelming at times. Stories get tangled in my head, and characters take walks and find entirely new storylines that suit them better, but they leave gaping chasms in the places they used to inhabit, and that's stories. Words which have yet to become images even. I gaze around the world I inhabit, and it sucks. But within the suck, there are pockets of beauty everywhere, and people do not make enough time to see them. I want to render them in the most amazing style to highlight their beauty. But then I close my eyes, and the world of my imagination kicks in, and there's so much there. And then we have to check in with this human form and see if it has enough essence. I could go on and on and on, but to circle back to my point, I don't know my whole year because I'm full of ideas I've never had before or haven't had yet. I have some things from last year that I for sure need to complete. I want to tell some continuous tales this year. As per always, I have so much to show you, and I am going to try to not continuously forget. Also, I'm going to try hard to grow my following this year, so if you have ever liked my work, share anything of mine to help me, please. That includes my art, my links, videos, and streams. I'm really going to be here this year. Thanks for making it this far into my speed paint. This sticker is available in my Ko-fi for purchase. exists in a few different styles, actually. And I kind of can't wait to see what else joins it this year. In the shop, I mean. Oh, 2025. Here we are, and here's to art. I hope to see a lot of you this year. Hold my hand, Noodle. Let's see what we can find as we wander in the dark.